Hello, Shadowcat back with more RimWorld Space Program. And before we get into it, I need to make a disclosure here. So this is actually going to be my second attempt at recording this, and the reason why is because I lost. Now, when I say that I lost, I mean that I recorded a full hour, okay? And it was a very, very good episode, and I'm hoping that I get a little bit of that luck again. So we had figured out all of our power problems, we were actually making progress, people had showed up, everything was actually really good. And just as I was about to sign off, we got a raid. However, this raid was no normal raid, as I was to find out. This was a Shambler raid. Now, Shamblers were something that came from Anomaly, which is currently active. In fact, we have a monolith somewhere around here. But here's the thing, with the monolith, there are a lot of events that happen once the monolith is activated, and once you start going down that path, there's a lot of things you need to be prepared for. That is, except for one thing, and that is Shamblers. And this is, as I understand it now, regarded as being one of the more unbalanced events in RimWorld. Because the thing is that with Shamblers are not on their own terribly dangerous, and so the game compensates for that with numbers. So the way Shamblers operate is basically identical to Sappers, with a couple of differences. First off, Sappers target bedrooms. If you didn't know that, well, here's your education. Sappers are going to come in, they're going to come in with either breaching axes, rockets, or grenades. And they are going to make a beeline for any bedrooms. But they're looking for beds. Okay? And they're going to destroy the beds, and they're going to destroy everything between them and the beds. But even with Sappers, at least, only a few people generally carry the breaching axes or the grenades. And, rockets are, of course, one use only, so there's that. Shamblers are different. Number one, Shamblers target people, not beds. And so there's that. So they are always going to be targeting your colonists, and they're going to take whatever path they can get to your colonists, which leads me to point number 2. Every single Shambler is a sapper. Which means that there is no wall that you can put in front of them that they will not go through. There is no door you can put in front of them that they will not go through. There is no path that you can force them on. Which means that once Shamblers show up, they are going to tear everything down to the foundation. Period. End of story. They will make their own way in. So how is this a big problem for me? Because we've had raids before. We've had mechanoid clusters. Hell, we've even had power armor come through here. How is it we can't fight some zombies? Well, the problem is this. These people had already gone home, which meant that I had 11 people. Actually, I had a couple more people, so we'll call it 12. I had 12 people. We got raided by 60 Shamblers. For those of you who are really good at math, you'll realize that that is being outnumbered 5 to 1. There was absolutely no way, since we could not use the kill box. I did try to line up everybody up in the kill box because I didn't realize that they were all sappers. And so we ended up in the kill box, and they came in from the west, they came in from the east, some of them actually did come in from the south, and the rest of them came in from the north. And we ended up completely surrounded, and the battle was over in about 10 minutes. So yeah, it was a complete colony wipe, because RimWorld really, really hates when you win. It's actually built into the storytellers. The better you do, the harder they hit you. And so this was not a raid. This was, you have been too successful, and the game is now going to wipe you. Hence why we're back here doing this again. I'm a little bit more knowledgeable this time, And so we'll figure it out if that ever happens again. I don't have a solution if that ever happens again. I really don't. I suppose the only thing that can be done then would be to leave the base and try to kite them around the map. Maybe, hopefully. But that's a bad idea, even with run and gun. So that's what happened last time. That's where we're starting off this time. Now, as for where we're starting off this time, though, so the last episode that we actually did together, we did our first conversion. Gabby is now one of us, which is good, because Gabby is also our most social person, kinda, sorta. Not really, actually, but Gabby has a passion in it, and so Gabby's going to be converting people for us. And that was basically it. That's kind of all we actually got done. It was a very important thing, but it's about all we got done. And so this time around, what are we doing? Well, the goal was, and still is, power. We need power, because look at our batteries. These batteries are not cutting it. So our goal here is to get geothermal power. And fortunately, while I've been talking, people have been doing that, because we started off with like 300 and some. We've already doubled that. But this is the goal. We're going to go ahead and we're going to try and get geothermal down. And once we can do that, I think things will improve. To that end, I'm actually going to turn cleaning down a couple of ticks globally. I'm going to leave hauling, because I still want people to haul things. But if cleaning helps people get stuff done, then I will leave it to people to get stuff done. But I should be seeing Beatrice and Weirin down here. Beatrice is removing floors. Oh, that is right. I had told you to do this last time. Okay, and Weirin? Weirin, you're smelting. Well, that's fine. We're going to need the steel for when we build the geothermal anyway. So go ahead, take care of that, and once you're done with that, back to researching. Fantastic. That's exactly what I want to see. You're moving a little slow, though. Talking, eating, yeah, breathing. What is it? 63%. Affected by breathing and consciousness. Yeah, we need to find a way to fix you. And the only way that I know to fix you is what's it called? Biosculpting. We need to get biosculpting and bioregeneration. Of course, neither of those are going to work without power, so it hardly matters. And you're out here mining. That's good, I guess. Beatrice is in here doing research. Was. Anyway. I mean, I'm not going to fault you for lunch. Alright, there we go. Beatrice and Weirin are in here. Both of them are researching, which is good. You guys, how much longer do you have? You're here for another 5.5 days. Okay. Let's see. There's a whole lot of carcasses in here that I do think should get dealt with. Ice is hiding in his room. I don't care. And I don't care about a tree sprout. What was that? I hate it when it does that. Quest available. Compensated hostility. I'm pretty sure I don't want anything to do with this. So, from Chris Roth, the Divine Bishop of the Northern Henlunentor, he wants us to draw in being hunted by 2 groups. So the first group is comprised of 2 drifters, 2 elite mercenaries. I'm not going to go through all of these. I just care about the numbers. So 2 and 2 is 4, 5, 6, 8, 10, 14, 18. And a second similar sized group will follow after that. 18 to our 11. Now, it did say that it would give us 5 soldiers, so that puts us up to 16. It would be possible. I'm hesitant. Is there anything here that we want? Some L-Techs? No. A Psychic Soothe Pulsar, Prestige Helmet. You have nothing to offer that we want. So, yeah, no. That's a big no. Oh, also, this room continues to be a problem for me. Because people keep trying to sleep in here. I'm shutting the doors to this room until we need it. Actually, we have decent coverage on this. It actually looks pretty good. Okay, anyway. Nighttime, people are going to bed. Potatoes rotted away in storage. I tried cooling this room. This room's impossible to cool. I thought if I put a cooler right here in the wall, I could vent into this room, heat this room, and cool this one. Yeah, that doesn't work. I don't know why it doesn't work, but it doesn't work. They have to vent outside for some reason. And I do not understand it. Because you would think that coolers would be... I mean, the fact is they have a cold side and they have a hot side. In theory, you should be able to freeze one side and heat the other. It makes sense. But no, you're not allowed to do that for reasons that are just inexplicable. Honestly, I thought that Iggy would do more cooking. I guess you are doing some cooking. This has insect meat in it, and I don't know why. No insect meat. Beatrice is back to researching. Good. And people are cleaning. Wow. Even after I turned cleaning down, we have fallen through on that much work. It's not a bad thing. It means that things are getting done. Psychoid leaves. Let's see. Ice is no longer hiding. I don't care. You're here visiting. I honestly do not care about how you feel. And all of my psychoid leaves are being destroyed. Well, at least those still have plenty of time left on them. But I really just want to get geothermal power up and running because we're gonna need it. Like, the batteries are full for now, but our power has shown to be anything but reliable. And there's things that I want to do. Like, I'd like to finish off these 2 bedrooms up here. We were talking about getting the rest of this filled in, but to do that would require me to take Beatrice off of researching, and I'm just not doing it. Colonists can gain expertise, though. Scream. No. Oh, it's Weirin. Weirin can gain expertise. Expertise in what? Ooh, researching. Yes, please. That is exactly what we need right now. I'll take that. You guys have tattered apparel. I don't care. Not that I can do anything about it anyway, but I just really don't care. The cleric role's unfulfilled, but it's not a huge deal. And now we're out of power again. I rest my case every night. This is why we have, like, only one purpose at this point. Okay? One singular purpose is to do research to get more power. Because renewable power just doesn't work. Renewable is not reliable. And I'm sorry, that's just the way it is. If anybody out there is really a huge proponent of green energy, I'm with you. I really am. But until the bugs can be worked out, it's not the way to go. Turns out, if you want to have renewable power, you need fossil fuel power to get there. Although, ironically enough, I mean, we're working on geothermal generators, and they are technically renewable power because they work so long as the Earth is hot. Which, technically speaking, is a finite resource. Eventually, the Earth's core will grow cold. It's just going to take a few trillion years. But then again, everything's on a timer. The universe, of course, is entropy. Unfortunately, there's not much for us to do now. I can double check work. So, do we have any 5s that are ready? Oh, no, that's in cleaning. Actually, what I'm looking for is red 4s. These are actually oddly high. Why? I mean, that one makes sense, yes, but, you know, not that one. Red 4s, I don't see any. I got red 3s under construction, but that's because that's all turned up. Same thing with wardening, that's been globally turned up. So, no, looks like everyone's work is in a good place. How are we doing on geothermal? A little over halfway. That's progress. But otherwise, I also see people coming and playing cards. I really thought we would have more food at this point. And mad rats. Of course we have mad rats. Okay. Gabby's sleeping. Gabby's not going to get up. Okay, you 3. Go back there. Why are you in here? Get out there. I can hear a rat. 6 of them out here. It looks like some of them are coming. Yeah, it looks like they're making their way here. But I mean, they're just rats. Alright, 1, 2, 3, 4. There's the last of them. 3, 2, and frankly, I don't care about the rest of them. They're just rats. If anybody happens to see one, step on it. I mean, I guess I better make sure that everyone is actually set to do that. Attack, attack, attack. All right, there we go. I mean, especially if you're going to go wandering outside like this, because that seems to be what you people like to do. And oh, look at that. A rat that wants to come and play. See, if you would have stayed inside, this wouldn't be a problem. But as per usual, you guys want to go wandering outside, even though it's dangerous. Alright, I think we got them all. And since I got everybody up in the middle of the night, Beatrice went back to doing that for a bit. Where'd you go? Consuming nutrient paste, and back to resting. Well, it's 5 o'clock in the morning. I guess I can understand that. Yeah, I screwed up everyone's sleep schedules again. It's like a thing with me. Insect meat rotted away. And it rotted away in storage over there. Honestly, why are we not putting meat here? Storage. Raw food. Meat and animal products. Okay, so they're not even full with flour, so let's share and put meat in there too. Like anything that's perishable. Chickens. We got chickens? Chickens joined. This must be my chickens. Okay. Let me check the animals. Yeah. Wow, look at that. 1, 2, 3, 4 hens. 1, 2, 3, 4 roosters. Wow. Okay, well. Scream is coming to start wrangling chickens. I guess we're gonna have chickens now. Questville is selling to Lurcha. So, Lurcha wants to have 9 robes of normal or better quality. You know something we might be able to do? So what are they offering? A Gauss repeater, range shield belt, steel longsword. Or a muscle stimulator. What's a muscle stimulator do? Let's see. Through special chemicals and electrical shocks, little chip that will stimulate the muscles so they can operate above maximum performance. Doesn't say much, though. Oh, manipulation moving both 20%. I think having a new rifle, though, would be better. Where is this place? Let's find out. That's a trip. That is almost 2 days one way. You know, it's possible. Can we make robes? Actually, we can. All right. Here's what we're gonna do. First things first. I'll go ahead and set this. So do until X. We need 8. They need to be at least normal quality. Now, unfortunately, if I just do this and leave it as is, they will end up wearing them. So, edit, robe. We're going to turn robes off. That way, nobody does it. Now, the real question is Weirin going to be the one doing it? If Weirin is the one that's going to be making them, I am just so totally getting rid of that entire bill. Or at least, not getting rid of it, but I will be, I'll pause it, is what I'll do. One other thing, since we're here, what would it be? If we're gonna do this, aha, egg box. Okay, we'll need some egg boxes for collecting eggs and manage auto slaughter. So with chickens, it's going to be the same thing. We can keep... Well, we need the females if we want eggs. We only need one rooster, though. Although, technically, if I keep the rooster in there, we're going to end up with fertilized eggs, and nobody wants to eat that. But at least we're having chicken tonight. So, that's fine. We still have a whole bunch of bluebirds in here. That's a locust. Nobody wants to eat that. So I have a couple of muffalos. We have meat. Okay, we actually have a fair amount of meat. Not to mention what we already have butchered, which is alpaca, gazelle, turkey. I just need people to cook it. Which, you know, Iggy's not doing a terribly great job of. Yes, you made one. You made one meal. That's all you ever do is you make one meal for yourself. You don't cook anything for anybody else. And now you can't, because we're out of power. Because we still have to do so much more research. This is going to be the entire episode, just us waiting for geothermal power. And JP is working on the robes. Okay. The next question is going to be, who am I going to send? Because I'm not sending an entire group of people. Alpacas are pack animals, and so I can send an alpaca. I guess I should accept this. Yeah, we'll accept for that. Don't worry, we'll get... Oh, wait, that says 9 robes. I just noticed. Glad I noticed now. And yeah, now Weirin is working on robes instead of researching. Okay, I mean, at least the robes are not taking too long. I guess I can allow this. A warg is hunting cork. Or even is cork? Cork is there. Cork is harvesting a potato plant. You had to walk all the way around? You couldn't just walk through? Okay, well, if the warg wants to have a bite, we'll give it a bullet sandwich. Oh, crap. It actually caught up. Never mind. Cork managed. Removing trooper armor. Oh, your armor wore out? Well, that's a shame. Because we don't have mending yet, which means that we're going to lose that. I mean, maybe we won't. Maybe we won't. Recycle apparel. Yeah, this one. Suspend it. Okay, we'll suspend recycling worn out apparel for now. Okay, you got scratched, but you're going to be okay. Alright, we have 4 robes. Where's Beatrice? Oh, back to researching. Okay. We can get rid of this. Quest available, guarding for Raven. So, the supernatural chief of the Galga kinship wants us to stash a special prisoner. 53-year-old logger, I don't really care. For 12 days. Sick with blood rot and will require daily treatment. Absolutely not. Absolutely not. So blood rot is lethal like 90% of the time. It is possible to keep somebody alive with blood rot. It is even, technically, with Glitter World medicine, possible to cure it. The odds of it being done, however, are extremely low, and we only have herbal medicine. We have 3 Glitter World medicines. It's not going to do it. And you cannot survive blood rot if you have herbal medicine. It's impossible. So, no. 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 Yeah, no. No. That's not happening. Caravan. Exotic goods trader. I'm not sure if there's anything there that you need. Who is my most social person? Watts. Go talk with them if you don't mind. Not this exact moment, but, you know, whenever you find time. They'll hang around for a few days. Medical treatment needed. Oh, your asthma. Gotcha. Oh, good. Here we go. What do we got? What do we got? There's a Glitter World medicine. Components. You know what they say? Always buy components. We can't afford all the components. I'm a little tempted to sell this stupid book. Book has been so many problems for us. Although, if I collected more books... That being said, though, I have nothing to really trade. A couple of sculptures. This form of archism is actually really valuable. I know. Scream worked really, really hard on that. But I'm going to sell it. We have these golden eyes. They're not too valuable, but sure, we can do that. So, Anguish in the Laboratory. A mediocre novel. The author reveals a journey of his connection to a mythical creature. Decent story, but the characters are trite and cartoonish. It's unclear exactly when the book was written. Is this also going to drive people mad? No. Let's see. Gristle's Intro to Baking. This is going to teach cooking. So that's cool. So, yeah, this one is the one that has a mental break. Looks like the other ones don't. This one teaches you cooking. And this one is just a recreation. Okay. Sure. We'll take a couple of books. And, of course, we're taking your components. Alright, so we can get rid of this. What's this? Let's see. Collection of treasure. While talking with the trader, Watts learned of the location of a collection of valuables worth 756. Advanced components and hyperweave. Yeah, we'll need advanced components eventually, but we'll be able to make them at some point too. I'm not too worried about it. Ein, you're making clothing? You've made a good one. Wow, I'm impressed. Alright, that's 6 of them. Beatrice is back to researching. Did we get those books put in the library? Yes, we did. I love it. I want to fill this entire thing with books. Conversion? Really? Well, I think it's time to welcome you back. Release you. There we go. Welcome back, Bender. And since you're back now, I'm going to actually redo some of these things. Because these embrasures mean that this is all like one big prison room. I need to put vents in there instead of embrasures. Vent. I know Beatrice is doing research right now, but we have an opportunity here. Oh, and apparently Beatrice didn't even go do it. Everyone else did. Fantastic. There we go. Now, each one of these is an individual cell. Which is good. Because otherwise, if we did have like a breakout or something, yeah, they would all break out at once. Which is not good. It's like the opposite of good. It's the anti-good. Okay, so here we go. These are all... Oh, these are unfertilized. Okay, well, I mean, unfertilized eggs should be going in here. Yes, they should. No, wait, that's fine. Okay, I can't do that. Eggs fertilized should not go in here. And the same thing is true of this. There we go. Fertilized eggs should stay out. Gabby has an inspired taming. I don't think we need any more animals. I didn't plan on having chickens. But here we are. And there goes our power again. Yeah, every time the base goes dark, my anger rises a little bit more. I mean, I guess we don't have anything to smelt currently. We can turn this off. That's 700 watts right there. Is it going to fix our problem? No, it really won't. But not the worst thing to happen. Shuttle. Are you here for my other people? Yes, you are. Alright, time to go. So, Klee, Arroyo, Ice. I would say it's been a pleasure, but, I don't care. There's Klee back there. I hope you've enjoyed your stay. Say good things about us. We're getting paid for this, so you don't have to say anything good about us, actually. We don't need your PR. Gone, and... It joined us. Oh, that's right, we did do that for a person, didn't we? Who are you again? Let's see, Kit. Oh, you're one of the anonymous people. Are you gonna be a problem for me? You do basically nothing. Reclusive prodigy, which disabled social, art, caring, doctoring, and a fervent researcher, which disabled everything but research. And doctoring, I guess. Wow, so you are just a researcher. That's actually useful, though. Let's get you set up. Let's see, handling is going to be a 4. Hunting is going to be a 4. Fishing, also a 4. Not that we're doing any fishing, but... all your researching is going to be 2s. And since research itself is turned up globally, that's going to be a 1. So, there you go. Oh, look at that. You're already making yourself at home. Oh, apparently your color is green. Alright, well, please help us finish up this research. Ideally, you should help speed things along. If I can get Weirin in here. Oh, but Weirin is smelting. I guess somebody's been mining. Oh yeah, Costenda's been mining. Okay. Well, we have Kit's help now. Kit's going to be a dedicated researcher. That will help tremendously. And so I'm looking at this, and we have 400 points left to go for geothermal power. Oh, also, this piece of slag, haul that. Is anybody gonna come and collect these eggs? Because, like, they will go bad. I don't know why they're still leaving them in the box. Everyone's set to hauling. They should just haul them in. I'm not sure. Also, Kit, you need a gun. I don't have a gun for you. Right. These robes are done, though. So who can I send? So, form a caravan. Alden, you are my most valuable person at the moment. So, actually, I should take whoever's the fastest. That's nutrition. That's nutrition forge per day. That's their mass capacity, but who's the fastest? Cancel this for a moment. Numbers. Move speed. Cork is actually the fastest person here. Cork and Kit. Well, Kit's busy. Cork. It's going to be you. So, form caravan and Cork. Nutrition eaten per day. That's right, you're photosynthetic. Alright, you'll also take an alpaca with you. Items. Robes. That is going to be 3, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Oh, must choose a route. Okay, with your speed, you'll be there in a little over a day. You are taking a bedroll, yes? You're taking a bedroll, taking your medicine, taking some hay. Yeah, go for it. Wait, your caravan has no food. Your caravan has no members capable of diplomacy or trading. Really? People. Cork. Bio. Oh, you are immune to that. Or you're incapable of it. Alright, forget it. Forget it. Who's next? Well, Kit, what happened to you? Oh, no, here we go. I just gotta resort this. Alright, Beatrice, you're researching. Iggy, at 4.5. Hey, you're capable of social, right? Yeah, you are. You have a chemical fascination, but that's about the worst of it. Okay, Iggy, I guess you're it. Let's try this again. Iggy. You are much more valuable, aren't you? Now, items. Robes. Again. 3, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Travel supplies. I don't know what I'm sending you with. Fact of the matter is, you never cooked meals, and so there are no meals to take. You know what? It's only a day. I'll tell you what. I will send you with some silver. You can buy lunch when you get there. You You must choose a route. It's a little bit more time than it's going to take, or would have taken Cork. But yeah, it'll be fine. Okay. I would, lament that I'm losing my cook, but you weren't cooking anyway. Obviously. Let's see, what do we got? Hay, herbal medicine. How about some robes? Can we get some robes? Okay, here we go. People are bringing the robes. There's the silver, bedroll, lots of robes, lots of robes, lots of robes. And there goes Iggy. Okay, perfect. Fantastic. I mean, Iggy's pretty much going to sleep as soon as she gets outside. But, here we go. Kit is researching. We are almost done with this. Yeah, we're like 70 points away. Come on, finish it up. I so want to just never worry about this again, and then you quit. Okay, it's fine. It's fine. I'm just very... I want to say anxious? Is anxious the word that I need here? It'll be fine. You're sleeping, but you have a bedroll, so you should be happy. Iggy's caravan has run out of food. I mean, you will still get to, like, forage. Foraging will help. And then, like I said, I gave you silver so you can buy food on the other side. Alright, Weirin's up. So is Beatrice. Kit is not. But come on, I just need a little bit more research done. Okay, we're almost there. Replacing broken components? I can't fault that one. I can't fault that one. Fortunately, it's got a backup, so it's still cold in there. And now back to work. Excellent. Thank you. Weirin, what are you doing? Refining steel. Okay, fine. But we're almost done. You're moving? You're moving. Good. So, should be able to pick up the stuff at the end of this. Or before the end of this, I should say. There we go! Geothermal power! Finally! Okay, thank you. Okay, we should have more than enough steel. We have 1,700 steel. And 66 components. We're getting geothermal power. We are never going to worry about power again. So right there. And then we need to tie it in. There we go. Okay, Beatrice, time to go to work. Actually, everybody else. Everyone has cutting plants turned to a 1, so come help out. Alright, so the space should be cleared. Beatrice, where did you go? Playing billiards? Okay, fine. Caravan animals wandering in. Wow, look at those muffalo. What are they carrying? Flintlocks, longbows, EMP shells. Those are useful. Medicine and silver? Components? Wow. Hate to do this, but, you are too valuable to let go. And it did not take long at all for people to decide to come over. And you're currently hunting that one. I mean, we're going to eat them too. It's not like it's going to go to waste. Okay, allow everything? By the way, did that allow these doors too? No, it did not. Thank you. Kit, your mood is really down. Why? Your anonymity is violated. I hate you so much. You know, we have masks. We have masks. You can wear one. Honestly, the only person who was ever stopping you was you. I'm gonna check on Iggy. You're not starving. And you are terrible at this. Wow. Actually, you are using a makeshift pistol, so I guess it's not completely unexpected that you're failing at hunting. To the point where I think the Muffalo's even just taking pity on you at this point. Have you hit it yet? No. No, you have not. Would you just go home? Would you leave this for somebody else who actually can hunt? We have visitors, but I don't care too much about what they have or want. And wow, you're just going to go right back at it. How about this? What if I restrict you to home? That'll change your mind. Like I said, let somebody else do it. You're terrible at this. And which one is this? This is the one that's got medicine on it. Which, you know, kind of want. Quest expired, the lab. Speaking of quests... you should be there in, well, a little bit. Actually, you know, this is taking longer than I thought it would. Well, no, it did say it would take a little bit over a day. So, this is actually taking just the right amount of time. Oh, look at that, we got the geothermal. Oh, so pretty. Alright, we should have no problems with power anymore. What are we researching now? Makeshift weapons. I mean, we might need that, actually. But you guys research what you want now. We're gonna really start doing this. Alright, makeshift weapons. Caravan has arrived. Jump to location. Okay. Fulfill trades? Yes. Give robes 9. Excellent. And, like I said, you can buy lunch now. Maybe. Unless they're not selling any. Oh, they're selling pemmican. Sure. How much is that going to cost us? Oh, that costs way too much. How about 50? We can do that. There you go. Accept. Okay. You can have pemmican on the way home. All right, Diggy, come home. We can go ahead and we can stop this. Just delete this in general. That's details. I want delete. Cool. All right, now that we have all this stuff done, what do we do next? I don't know. We're basically out of time for today, so we're not going to get a whole lot done. But the world just opened up. We have power again. Like, what's the next current research? Vegetable milk. I don't see how that's helping us. But we should be prioritizing certain things, like, well, we got microelectronics. We started on multi-analyzers. Maybe we should get back to work on that. And, for that matter, I should probably get more of these as well. We can afford them. I think. High-tech research bench requires terrain that supports heavy. Which is not over here, I guess. In that case, what if we moved? Requires, terrain that supports medium. Alright, well, let me put that there. Supports medium. Okay, well, what about this shelf then? Can I put the shelf here? Okay, I can put the shelf here. And the battery will fit there. So I can't put one down here, but I can put another one up here. And I can't mirror them because the working spots overlap, but I can move this up here. We can also get wall lights. So I can put a wall light here. And here. And here. And that should alleviate our need for this. Let's see. Can I put this over here? Yes, I can. Here we go, actually. Let's move this shelf. Put the shelf right there. We'll put the heater in the corner. And we'll just deconstruct this, I guess. I have no idea where else to put it. What is even on this? Storage. There's nothing on here. I think it's supposed to be neutral-amine. Neutral-amine. Make that important. And then the heater can go in the corner, which opens up a big spot here that we can use for another research bench. And that way, more people can have research benches. Iggy's home. Fantastic. And you've got that Gauss repeater. I'm tempted to let you keep it, too. Because you had a pistol before. I mean, a hand cannon, but regardless, still a pistol. I kind of feel like you earned this one. Although, realistically, I should probably give it to whoever better or has the best shot. But, that aside, we're in a good place now. Okay, so... there's a third bench, which means that there's a bench now for Beatrice, Weirin, and Kit. And this is phenomenal. Okay. What are we researching? Right, we're doing the multi-analyzer. That's going to take 4,000, but we're already at 1,700. And the more people I can get working on the research, the more people using high-tech research benches, the better. So this is going to be just phenomenal. Oh, wait, I think I was going to put Psychit over here. Like, hold on, let's see. What are we doing over here? It's like antibiotics. Antibiotics are going to require psychoid and herbal medicine. Okay, that's fair. Go Juice, which is what we're currently working on, requires Nutramine and Yayo. And Yayo requires just psychoid leaves. Honestly, I should probably have more of these shelves over here. I can do that, actually. We'll get more shelves. Everything that we need for crafting over here should be readily available. So, for example, we need to have, not the herbal medicine, because that's got to stay up, you know, where people need it. But, like, we've got the Nutramine down here, the Yayo. So, storage. Yayo. Can go here. And this will be critical. Because this is the only place it should be, honestly. I know we have the table for drugs over here, but... yeah, we don't need the Yayo over there. It just needs to be here. And psychoid leaves? Psychoid leaves for here. Important. Which I think we're also sharing with this one up here. No. This one is only preferred. But that's okay. That'll be our overflow. Psychoid leaves will come down here and be available for crafting. And now a heat wave. Okay, well here's something that we don't have. We have parkas, we don't have dusters. So how about this? Cowboy hats and dusters. I don't know if anyone's actually going to wear a cowboy hat. Because they have helmets. But maybe. Maybe. We'll find out. So we'll put that there. We'll let them do that. Quest available, loyal animals. So the Imperium of the Moon recently lost a scouting party of 15 manhunting kangaroos and wants us to take care of it. They're offering us 70 points of goodwill. We cannot afford to not do this. I know we're supposed to be getting out of here, but yes, we'll do this. They're just kangaroos. Iggy, are you still carrying that rifle? No. No, you're not. Now, better question, where did that rifle go? It's in here. Okay. Watts gained a Psylink level. How? You've been meditating. Cool. Okay, what's your next thing? Crop burst. Infuse a fertile area with life energy, causing it to sprout plantable crops that finish growing in relation to the caster's psychic sensitivity. Okay. Alright, so, before the kangaroos get here, research speed, shooting accuracy. Ein, you already have your own weapon, though. Beatrice, you've got a good weapon. Alden, you're still using a revolver. Okay, Alden, you're going to get this rifle. This Gauss repeater. Come and get it. And also, you can lose this stuff. As a matter of fact, Kit, you don't even have a gun yet. Come and get that. And here comes the manhunters. Okay, which way are they coming from? Directly from the south. Yes, Kit, I know. You don't have a place to go. But that's okay. We're gonna fix that. As soon as you get that gun. Gabby, where are you going? No! No, why would you go up there? Scream! No! Get up here. Bender! That is actually where you're supposed to be going. Scream, Gabby, Kit. Here comes the kangaroos. Okay, is everyone in position? Good. Saving positions. Now, let's see if they'll figure out their way in. Yes, they will. Here they come. Oh, wow. Oh, my. I forgot. Gauss weapons are penetrating weapons. They go through everything. Means they go through armor nicely. Also means they go nicely through other people. Okay. Good job, everyone. Put them out of my misery. And now Warren's on a psychic bench. Why? Watts. Why the hell would you want a psychic binge? Because of serious pain? Here we go. Alright. Check it out. Enemy now neutral, the Imperium of the Moon. Alright, and you failed. So, Weirin? Wait a minute. Hold on. Don't you hold like a title? Yeah, you're the program leader. Fine, whatever, I guess. I don't care anymore. Alright, we got a little bit of the L-Tex, I don't care. The important part is, we are no longer enemies with the Empire. We have that quest, but that quest doesn't matter. We need to clean up these corpses. Or cadavers. Carcasses? Carcasses, that's the word I want. Yeah, and we'll do that. So, now that we are on better terms with the Empire, all those people who wanted to do things like give a throne speech or something else along those lines, that's an option now. We'll start getting quests to become more friendly with the Empire, and we can get some people with titles. So we can work on that. Which, by the way, before we get out of here, and I know I'm out of time, I have new people, so what are your things? So, Bender, you want to become a Mechanator. You're the one who wanted to be a Mechanator. I knew that there was somebody. Actually, this works out really well. This works out really well. You're non-violent. But mechs won't be. So you may not have, or you may not hold a gun, but you will have no problem making things like Militors. You're going to be that's what we're going to do next time. You're becoming a Mechanator. And you have 12 in crafting. You have 12 in crafting. We're just going to, like, auto-set you to 1 in crafting. And you're going to be a great Mechanator. You want to propose to somebody. That's up to you. You want to experience resurrection. Okay. And become a Sanguinophage. I don't even know how to do that. And Kit, why are you so miserable? Wielding a revolver? What's wrong with that? Noble is ranged heavy, despised is ranged light. Fine, whatever. You strike me as somebody who's in dire need of conversion. Okay, anyway. You want to read a fascinating tome? We have a few. Be bonded to a royal animal. Maybe you want to have an inspiration. That's on you. Destroy a mech cluster. Trust me, we will. Create a legendary work. You don't create anything. So, I don't see that happening. Alright, well, anyway. Some of those we can do. Bender, you are absolutely becoming a Mechanator. Okay, we're doing that. It's going to be fantastic. I love Mechanators. So, we'll do that when we get back here next time. And until then, subscribe if you haven't done that already. You can hit the bell icon, that we get notified whenever these videos come out. I usually keep to a schedule, so you don't need to, but hit it anyway. If you know somebody else who's also into RimWorld, then share this video with them. If you like what I do, leave a like on the video. If you want to leave a comment down below, you can do that too, especially if you want to join us. Like, we have lots of pawns that are available. So just, if you want to claim a pawn that's not already named, JP, Weirin, and Alden are out. So if you want to claim one of the other pawns, you know, anybody from here on down, let me know down in the comments. So do that, and I will see you next time for more RimWorld Space Program. Until then, take care.